Batman and Robin is my #1 guilty pleasure movie, and let me tell you why. This film is so hilariously awful that I can't help but have a blast every time I watch it. Arnold Schwarzenegger's ice puns as Mr. Freeze are so stupid that it is hilarious. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Guilty pleasure. Classic. I feel it's superior to the first one. The Batman movie is a movie that I think gets a little overlooked nowadays. This movie is consistently entertaining from beginning to end. Batman Beyond Return of the Joker is a fantastic animated movie. Will Friedle does a good job as the voice of Terry McGinnis. Kevin Conroy is excellent as the voice of Bruce Wayne. I also love the dynamic between Terry and Bruce in this movie. Mark Hamill absolutely relishes his role as the voice of the Joker. The animation and musical score are both very well done. The action scenes were very entertaining and very intense. In the end, I really love this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Classic. The Dark Knight Rises is an excellent conclusion to the Dark Knight trilogy. Let's start talking about the performances. Christian Bale is fantastic as Batman, and if I'm being honest, this is the best performance he's ever given as this character. Anne Hathaway does a great job as Catwoman. Michael Caine isn't in the movie much, but he does do really good for the screen time he has. Morgan Freeman and Gary Oldman are both terrific. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a really good addition to this movie, and his performance is very good. Tom Hardy is absolutely outstanding as Bane. He gives, in my opinion, the best performance in the whole movie. Bane as a villain has motivations that are understandable. He's a great physical presence. He's scary, and Tom Hardy is able to express a lot of emotions with just his eyes. Bane is the second best villain in the Dark Knight trilogy, right behind Heath Ledger's Joker. The movie is flawlessly shot and flawlessly directed by Christopher Nolan. The score by Hans Zimmer is amazing, and this movie has, in my opinion, the best final battle of the trilogy. I love The Dark Knight Rises. It's not as good as The Dark Knight, but it's still a worthy sequel, and people hate on this movie too much. Batman Begins is one of the best superhero films of all time. Christian Bale is fantastic as Batman. Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, and Morgan Freeman are all terrific. Katie Holmes does a good job as Rachel Dawes. Cillian Murphy is a standout as Scarecrow. Liam Neeson is excellent as Ra's al Ghul. The movie is flawlessly shot by Wally Pfister and flawlessly directed by Christopher Nolan. This movie also does a really good job of exploring Bruce's backstory and making us care about him. I also love how Gotham City is depicted in this movie. It feels gritty, nasty, and a place that you would never want to visit. And how can I go without mentioning the score by James Newton Howard and Hans Zimmer is flawless. The Batman is absolutely phenomenal. This movie did a really brilliant job of being grounded and realistic. The movie is also very, very suspenseful at times. Robert Pattinson's performance as Batman is amazing. He is one of the best Batmans we've ever gotten. Robert Pattinson has proven that he isn't the Twilight boy anymore. He's the Batman now. The Dark Knight is a top-tier superhero film. This film was enthralling from start to finish. The score by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard was excellent. And of course, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker was absolutely flawless, and he definitely deserved his Oscar.